Hello and welcome. This is Morgan with the VoK MyDDO. I'm going to do a demo on how to use our MyDDO replacement website. First and foremost, I want to say that this is an opt-in system, so we do not automatically publish anything. We don't have characters sitting in the world trying to scrape information out of the game about everybody who's logged in with the Who tab or any of that. So it's entirely up to you whether or not you participate. So if you never log in and use our stuff, your character will never show up on our website. It's actually on the initial release, that was the biggest feedback we got is, hey, I went to your website and I'm not there. Well, of course you're not there because it's opt-in only. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to head to the website and download the latest version. I'll put the link in the notes after the video is done. I'm going to go ahead and grab it, hit run, install the thing, go ahead and launch it. I've already got my account set up here. You can add yours. Most of you may be familiar with our launcher, maybe not. You don't have to use our launcher. This will work just fine if you use the regular launcher, as long as the VoK MyDDO application is running down here in your tray. We're going to go check some settings real quick. You want to make sure that this enable in-game plugins is checked and the MyDDO is checked. That's what's going to control whether or not it loads and does all the magic. I'm going to go ahead and use our launcher because it's just easier for me because I click once and I don't have to punch in anything. You'll notice when you do launch the game, you're going to get this little bar at the top. It's got a little button on it. This opens and toggles the MyDDO interface. Make this a little bit bigger. So I'll go ahead and log in on this character that I pre-created for the demo. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the website. This is an incognito tab, and I have it in the URL that this is going to pull up a VoK demo, and this is the characters not found, so that's just that's good. I'm going to open this thing up, and I'm going to unlink just for a minute just to do this demo. I'm going to set up our configuration here. So X means that data will not be uploaded. A green with the unlock things means that that piece of data will be uploaded and public. So we're going to go ahead and upload now. Upload successful. Come back over here, refresh this tab, and we're going to get the basic minimum information that you can get on a character. This is like you examine them in the window like you would normally do. It doesn't show you any of their stats, anything else. Just allows somebody to see that your character exists. I'm going to try again, except we're going to, let's just go ahead and show it all. We can do this, upload now. And if we reload, we get a slightly different interface. So we're going to have all the data here. We'll have the different tabs. And the stats are all here. There's a few bugs. You know, if you find a bug that's especially egregious, feel free to hop on our Discord and tell us about it. This is a lot of work. You'd be surprised how much it is. So we've got all this stuff floating in and around. All the flyouts come up. Skills, same basic breakdowns are here. Feats, the same UI that you get in-game is here. It's all cool. What I do want to demo next is private information. So a lot of people will want to use the website to track their stuff, which is great, track their characters, and we don't want to make it public. In order to do that, what you want to do is, I'll go ahead and log out just to start. You want to log in to the myddo.vokmyDDO.com website. We use Auth0. They are a fairly well-known internet standard in security. So you can either register directly with us if you would like to. I don't see any of this data. I can go look at it, but in theory we would have your email address. Or you can use Google or Facebook. So I've got it set up. I authenticate with my Google account just because that's convenient. Now what you can do at this point is you want to click on your username, and you'll see this thing where you can obtain a temporary token. So this is the thing that we do. We generate a token that is in our database. It lasts for 10 minutes. And if you take this token, and I'm going to copy it to my clipboard, you want to come into the UI and paste it in here. Now what this does is this basically says, hey, this account that I'm logged in on in the game should be associated with the account that I just logged into on the website, and allows us to tie them together so that if you log into that website with that account, you'll be able to see the private data. So let's try this again. We're going to click this once and it'll all turn red. So red just means it is uploaded, but it's private. Go ahead and hit upload now. Come back to the incognito window, and what we'll find is, poof, it's now private, therefore no one else sees it. Come back over here to my characters and click on this guy, and we see it again. Right, so that's a short version of the public and private. Inside of the game, we have the detailed stats is what makes the difference between the little examination window, UL, if you want to call it that, like this. Basic stats are basically this information. Public stats is your character. Let me move this out of the way. Is your character sheet. Skills and feats should be self-explanatory. In the future, we'll get around. We'll do spells and enhancements and maybe even crafting. All stuff to be done in the future. We're not quite there yet. However, that's relatively it. Once you have your character in here, you can fiddle around with it. The other thing that may be of interest is snapshots. So I can make a snapshot of a character. You can give it a name if you want to. So this will be snapshot 1. And I can make this public, and I can make my stats private, private, private. We'll go ahead and create a snapshot. So now what we can do is we can come back over here. It's the character, but because the character is still private, you're never going to see anything. So let's come back here and make the character public. And we can even see, now we can see this, the one little snapshot for this guy that basically just has, again, the same private information. It's just a way of being able to track your character build, if you would, at a point in time, so that you can come back and refer to it. Maybe you wanted to create a snapshot before you TR'd to save something about it, to save your feats or skills or however you want to, whatever purpose you would have for it. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit us in our Discord. Squirrel and I do most of the work on it. Some of the other people in there have been using it for a while. They can help you out a little bit. Otherwise, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for checking out our MyDDO replacement.